So good to see you again and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about your future spouse or partner. So for anyone new to pick a card readings, we have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3 and pile 4. I've put some crystals on these cards and I'm going to let you have a closer look. So for 1 we have orange calcite. Pile 2 we have Moonstone. Pile 3 we have some Malachite. And pile 4 we have Carnelian. Okay, pause the video if you need some extra time. I'm going to put the timestamps in the comment section and the description box ready so that you can skip to the reading that you are most drawn towards. Okay, I'll see you in your reading. Okay, so we've had abundance come up. You feel like you've put so much work into this and now you're just reaping so much abundance from this connection, from this relationship, and you feel so whole and complete with this person. And compatibility, you work so well together, you create projects together and you are able to both bring your uniqueness into the projects that you're creating together, and when this comes together, because you both bring different aspects to it, it creates something so uniquely you guys, like so uniquely your relationship, and it's so aesthetic, so beautiful, and it's wonderful and all of this stuff. And we have creativity coming up. Yes, you work so well together, you do a lot of projects together, and it's just a wonderful partnership because you feel as if this has really had a soulmate energy come in. So you're very excited that now the relationship is coming more closer. You're not going to live so far away from each other. You're going to have that togetherness more. And we have Pleiades coming up, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The things that you create together may help heal people, whether that be music, it be poems, it be content. You are not only supposed to uplift each other and help heal each other, but you're also going to come together, create these things together, and help heal others as well. So it's very beautiful stuff going on here. And then we have Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So this person feels like home. This connection feels like home to you. And that is very much reciprocated. This person feels so at home with you. So it's definitely a strong connection, a strong bond coming up. So we have education. This connection is going to serve you in some kind of learning. You're going to teach each other and show each other so much because you both have this creative energy, and you working together is going to help you learn more about not only this person, but more about yourself too. And free message. Your intuition is so strong about this person. You already know everything, and you have such strong feelings because your intuition is very good. Your intuition is very strong. You know exactly where this is going, and you've created this direction for this relationship. You have made the boundaries and then you've broken them. So this person that you are really building a life with, this is your future spouse, which is beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some astro dice here. So we have Saturn in Pisces in the 12th house. Saturn is our karmic relationships and cycles. So I'm just going to move my camera slightly. This is something that we know we have wanted, and we've had a strong intuition of this person, and now we've finally created this relationship. We are so in our elements, we feel so at home, especially with Mintaken coming up, and with the 12th house coming up as well. There's unconscious things that maybe in our past have been blocking us, but we've broken those boundaries. As I said before, we've broken those boundaries, and now we have been able to move this relationship and shift it into something more beautiful. So that is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you, pile number 1. I'm sending you all my love, and I'll hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, my pile number 2s. We have the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Empress, and Judgment. So I'm feeling a lot of the past has come up for you because you've invested a lot in the past. A past relationship that maybe didn't work out, but you put so much of your feminine energy, you brought so much love and understanding and compassion into this relationship. And there was a point that we came to a split, and there was a lot of dwelling and contemplation, and maybe sometimes arguments got a bit too far and we weren't able to stabilize ourselves. However, this relationship has come to a reconnection. There is a massive reconnection of energy. You've both tried to understand each other and come together to sort out your differences and understand one another a bit better, because you both want to make this work. And for a lot of you, I feel like maybe there's marriage in the books for you in the future. You may have come out of a divorce, but I feel like there's a definite reconnection coming up for you, because you both realize that you have matured, you are ready to actually be together because you do love each other, and you feel like this person has done a lot of inner work. They've healed, and they've done it for you, and you're very unsure about whether you want to take this opportunity, but I feel deep down that you do, and you know what to do. I know for some of you it may not be the case that you do, but I definitely see that for most of you, you are going to be extremely happy. But there's almost a bit of, is it too good to be true? But you do want to give this person a chance, and there is a little bit of inconsistency going on. So there's a lot of uncertainty. So we have sexual freedom. That's a lot of feminine energy coming through. This person may be not exactly what you would like from a partner, but they've worked really hard, and chivalry coming up. So again, they've done a lot of work to try to be better for you. And then we have emotional freedom. I definitely feel like this person has emotionally matured, and although you are emotionally there, your mind is a bit, I'm not quite sure you're as mature as you think you are, but there's a little bit of naivety there with this person. However, they really are trying, so maybe we should give a little bit of grace to this person, because effort is worth a lot, and so is intention. As for features, I see that they're quite darkish brown hair, so for a lot of you, this person maybe have like really dark brown eyes, maybe a bit of a moustache, like very gentleman-like. Oh, Mintaken, this came up for pile 1, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So yeah, this person makes you feel like at home. You're able to be your most authentic self with this person. From the past, the relationship that you've built, you were extremely comfortable with this person, and you were free to be whoever you want. I do just want to point out, that is often a sign that this person is here for us, to serve us, because when we're able to be our most authentic self, that is when we shine, right? Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers are in the subtle realms. You are not alone. You have an intuition for a reason, and I feel like for most of you, you do need to trust it a little bit more, because it is here to serve you and help you and guide you. And I feel like for most of you, your intuition is saying, yes, we come back to this relationship, but the mind can also be quite the distraction. So when we overthink things with our logical mind, it can keep us distracted or blocked. We cause our own blockage. We have you. Focus on you and what you want. Because you know in your mind if this person is genuine, because you know this person so well. Listen to you, your being. Because it is all about you now. And submission to the divine. We are submitting to the divine because we are being divinely guided. This is amazing, you guys. We are being divinely guided, and we just need to, as I was saying before, get out of our own way. The logical mind is in the way, and now it's time to submit. I'm going to add some astro dice so we can get a little bit more information and confirmation on things. So we have Pluto in Sagittarius in the 2nd house. So this relationship has gone through a massive transformation and a rebirth, and so much work and investment has gone into this that you almost don't want to let it go. It may require some travel or some sort of spontaneity at the last minute, because we are learning so much. This is serving as a lesson towards us, and we can learn so much about ourselves through this process. And the 2nd house is all about finances and tangible possessions. So think about boundaries and what you are not ready to share, because I feel like maybe this person has quite hurt you a lot in the past, and so you're not fully ready to trust, but you are ready to take the scary step of allowing them back into your life. Okay, pile number 2, I hope this helped you today. I'm sending you all my love, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. We have the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Lovers reversed, the Page of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that maybe in the past we have jumped a lot of relationships and been through a lot of very small lessons and waiting for the right person, and there's been a lot of hurt in the past, but you found your person and you thought everything was perfect. You may have entered the relationship in quite a naive state of mind, because you were a little bit not able to be yourself. There was some aspect that you couldn't be yourself, and so you hid parts of yourself and you were being inauthentic. And also this person was quite demanding. They had a lot of demands of you. So you felt like you had to live up to these expectations that they had. Otherwise they would leave. And you feel that they never really loved you for you. And so the current relationship that you're in, you have been thinking about leaving because it's been quite difficult, and you've been dreaming about how you actually want to be, your state of being, how you want to be treated by another person, by the person that you want to be with, and the family and the life that you want to create. For some of you, you may have had children together, and so that's kind of stopping you from walking out of this relationship that's no longer serving you. But I can see that you actually are already talking to someone else and you feel like they are a savior, there's no judgment here. This is a safe space for everyone. You're not quite sure about this mystery person, but you've been getting along really well and they really want to help you. For some of you, your person may have left and you've recently come into contact with someone, or there is someone that you have your eye on. So this is a very mixed reading because we have the first group that's with someone but they're not being treated correctly or how they envisioned their life, and so they're trying to escape this relationship. And then for the others, it's about you finally coming into that love state because in the past you've been hurt so much, and so you're ready to embrace that love energy. As for features go, I'm really seeing that it's sort of a mousy brown type hair, and maybe they sort of have blue eyes, light brown eyes. And this person does love you a lot, but you're very focused on the past. But it's time to take a breather, take a bit of a refresher, and assess, is this going to serve you? Are you going to be happy? I know we don't always know the answers, but we trust our inner guidance, we trust our intuition, okay? Luminosity. This is all about things coming to light. Maybe that's things that weren't serving us, or maybe that's actually a realization of, wow, actually, no, I do love this person, and I just had a negative mindset regarding certain things, like small things started to annoy me, and that's completely normal in relationships. And we have soulmates coming up. How beautiful. I love, love, love all of this stuff. So this person that you have found, or this person that you have your eye on, is definitely interested, but we need to think about how we're going to make a move, because we do need to make a move. Forgiveness. So it does make sense for forgiveness coming up, because when we're dwelling on the past, we just need to not critique ourselves, not critique the other person or the other people that were in our past, and forgive. I know it's very difficult and it's very much easier said than done. I've struggled with forgiveness myself, but once we realize that we don't know the full extent of why these people hurt us in the way that they did, we don't know what's going on in their minds. They could be acting out of fear, sadness, and most of the time they actually are. So who are we to actually judge what we don't know? And so it's nice to just think about that and ponder that instead, because otherwise we get into self-critiquing and we end up going, oh, they did this wrong and I should have done this instead. It's not serving us. We have message of peace. This resonates so much with forgiveness. It's time to find our inner peace, because we have been dwelling so much and it's caused this overthinking loop to the point that we have created bad habits around our overthinking. And it's good to be self-aware. I'm not advocating to just be like, oh, no judgment there on what I did, but it's also okay what you did. It's about acceptance as well. Guide. You are your own guidance. But sometimes we can rely on friends as well for advice. I feel like a lot of people need to hear this, but we can go to friends and family for advice. They care about us, and so it's okay to do that. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You need to give yourself a break and come out of this overthinking, because it is abundantly clear that it's blocking you from moving on. It's blocking you from moving forward. And so we can't create anything new if we're focused on the past. And boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This can be with yourself. I feel like this is with yourself for a lot of you, because we let this other person make so many demands of us that weren't authentic to ourselves, and so we hit ourselves for affection and love. this person isn't going to leave. That's not, if they love you, they will respect your boundaries and your authentic self, okay? I'm going to add some astro dice here. So we have Venus in Cancer in the 5th house. I'm sure most people know Venus is the planet of love, connection, relationships, and so we are bringing in something new now, okay? And Cancer is family connection, compassion, empathy. We need to be empathetic with ourselves, forgiveness, because we've been so emotional and drawn towards the past. It seriously is blocking us. I can't stress this enough. And the 5th house coming up is creativity, sensuality. So we want to allow ourselves to be a bit more free, be our authentic selves, so this relationship can serve us, because once this person understands what we need from them, i.e. those boundaries, they will love us and they will respect it. Okay? I'm sending you all my love, pile number 3. I hope this reading helped you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, my pile number 4s. We have the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and Temperance. So straight away, I'm seeing that you're quite an energetic and compassionate person. You have a lot of fiery energy, and you usually take action to go for what you want, but in your mind, you've been quite observant of yourself and critiquing yourself quite a lot. And you're finally learning that it's time to be patient with ourselves, because if we're on the go all the time, when do we have time for rest? When does that time come? And we can't just sleep, we can't sleep every night and then be on the go as soon as we're up. We need that time for slowness, for stillness. And I feel like once we learn these lessons, we're able to allow people into our lives, because it seems like you're very, very busy. You're not really sure what you want, but once we slow our minds, we come to a standstill. We're able to silence our minds and quieten our minds, and then we filter out everything else. Then we are more in tune with what we want and what we need out of anything, really. We can ask anything. Our intuition is all knowing. And so your future spouse, although you are so unsure about everything, because I do see someone coming into your life very, very quickly once we get this stillness coming in. They might have quite dark hair. I feel like a lot of dark hair. And some people may have highlights. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe you have already met this person, but because of your mindset, you're not able to let them in. So I feel like for most of you, you do actually know who this person is, but you're dwelling and you're scared of the future, what it could hold, okay? So you're in this place of, oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if things don't work out? Well, we don't know until we try. And actually, when we invest, we're putting our investment into this relationship, and that's how it can grow and prosper. And I feel like you do have a strong connection with this person, but you are holding back on allowing yourself to be open. So let's start with baby steps. Go on a little date. It can be light-hearted. It can just be a coffee and a little cake. I love those. For sure, open up to the possibilities more. I'm really hearing that now. This is being channeled. This is channeled messages coming through. Open up to the possibility more, okay? Because you're not allowing yourself these blessings to come through. So we have the silver waterfall. Embrace more freedom, more authenticity with yourself. That's how we allow ourselves to be loved, because we love ourselves and we allow that person to be expressed. The sacred woman So embrace your femininity, your divine feminine, because everyone has it. It doesn't matter if you're a man, everyone has divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And so it's all about growing a deeper connection with our divine feminine, because we've been action stations all the time and we've been in that masculine grinding energy. And reparenting yourself, becoming more aware of our thoughts and emotions. And so we are able to see that it has been blocking us and we've been allowing it to block us from our abundance. And so it's all about just telling yourself off a little bit. No, we are not going down there. We are going this path. And that's how we rewire our brain to serve us. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So even though you feel like you've been in this victim energy of, I work very hard, I do all these right things, but nothing's coming through for me. That's because you're not being open to the possibilities. You're not listening to your inner guidance. Once we start allowing things instead of trying to control things, then we see things unfold more beautifully with ease and grace and flow. You need to get out of your own way. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is all about trusting the unknown and trying to familiarize yourself with it a little bit more, because otherwise we're just trying to control things, and that's not really how we get abundance and success. It may have worked for you in the past with previous things, but not with this, okay? Because I feel like this person's already in your life and you know who it is. That's why you were drawn to this video and this pile, because you needed confirmation on this person. And sometimes we just really get in our own way with our mindset and we overthink. And it doesn't serve anybody, because it's not going to serve this other person, is it, right? This person wants to be with you and you want to be with them. So the way that we serve both of these people is by allowing. We have repression. So what are we not allowing ourselves to think and feel? There's something that we're trying to avoid within ourselves, and it can be tough. I'm not saying that it's as easy as that, but we do need to allow the abundance to come in. You're really resisting the opportunities that you want to experience. And forgiveness. So I just want to point out, so forgiveness came up in a different oracle deck for pile number 3. So if you were drawn to pile 3 as well, you can go back there because there may be messages in there for you, but we need to stop self-critiquing. And as I said in the previous pile, I know it's easier said than done, but if we get into the future or the past, we're not in the present, we're not experiencing now, and we get into this self-critiquing loop of other people, of ourselves, and I feel like for most of you, this is yourself. This, as I said before, this doesn't serve anyone. This definitely doesn't serve you, and you are the person that it needs to serve. You need to take care of yourself. So be more open to these opportunities coming in. Get familiar with the unknown. And then you will find that these paths and these opportunities and experiences come to you. I'm going to add some astro dice here to leave the reading off. We have Uranus in Virgo in the 2nd house. So this is all about our own uniqueness, because we have experienced such rebellion from our past that we know we definitely didn't want that, but we were unfamiliar with what we actually wanted. And we were so good with organizing. You were so amazing with organizing yourself. You had such a knack for it that you served others through your organization methods and skills, and you put yourself into your career. You gave yourself to that and married your career. But then you've come to a realization that this hasn't fulfilled you. It fulfilled you in some aspects, yes, but not your love life. And so now you're unsure about this person, but deep down you're not. You do know. And I feel like there's a lot of fear about the past happening again to you, like how people have hurt you before. Is this going to happen again? And at the end of the day, if we block people coming into our lives, there is no way to find out if this person is for us. I do see that this person is for you, and I know that the past experiences can serve as evidence, but then we're blocking ourselves off to newer things and better opportunities. And so even though it is scary, that is the way we go. We follow the fear because that is showing us, the fear is showing us what we need to work on to grow. Okay, pile number 4, I'm sending you all my love. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading today. I really hope it helped you, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!